How in the world I get to follow this man? How I'm gonna say something after this here? But you know, from my standpoint, gentlemen, man, it's all about the mindset, man. It's all about the mindset. You know, my prison name was Bulldog. That's what everybody called me. Cover the guy, hey, Bulldog. You know, and it's the mindset. The change happens in the mind, brothers. You understand what I'm saying? If you could work right now and let these people take 75% of your money, or we could go work in the kitchen on the rec yard for free. I used to work in Pride for 50 cents an hour. You understand what I'm saying? Now, who's McDonald's paying $15 an hour? All yours.
50 cents an hour at Pride.
I made 50 cents because I was good. But you know what I mean? No, bro, it's, you know, prison taught me contentment, to be content. Right now, we can eat soup and we can eat noodles. All of a sudden, now you home next week, you got to eat steak. You got to eat pork chop. You know what I'm saying? You got to eat don't try to, you know the old saying, don't try to be up to the Joneses. You know what I'm saying? Do what you could do, brothers, one step at a time. And sometimes I see a lot of men that come home, you know, I know we all can't wait for that woman that touch. You know what I'm saying? But don't get caught up in trying to save the world until you save yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes we get with a woman and we trying to take on the world, and it causes us the pressure of wanting to be a man and loving this stuff that she's giving us. It causes us to go out and push the envelope and wind up back in here. And guess where she at? Going to the next man. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the mindset, man. Like you say, man, you can do anything. You know, me, myself, man, it's very humbling. I'm at the most humbling state of my life. And being in prison, the best day in prison, the worst day at home is better than the best day in prison, period. You know what I'm saying? I done 18 straight years for one mistake. Ain't no sorry, as we know. Ain't no redo. We don't get to rewind and replay it. You can't throw the red flag. I know y'all watch NFL in here. Ain't no replay. You know what I'm saying? But man, I'm telling you, one day at a time, one step at a time. Just like the brother said, y'all made it here. No trouble. You know, man, if I get to such 3 years, man, I can go to work, sign for work release. Bump what that man's saying. Bump what this man's saying. You understand what I'm saying? Do what's best for you and your family. You know what I'm saying? I understand that we think that we're adults and it only affects you. Man, when I came home, man, and seen all my family, man, 18 years, man, some of them ain't seen them in 18 years, man. I had kids that was babies. You understand what I'm saying? Not these grown women. I got grown women standing before me. It's not my little girl no more. You understand what I'm saying? And my opinion is just that. My opinion. You understand what I'm saying? I don't get to say she have to do it and she have to do it. And then at the same time, I'm a stranger. I have to form a relationship with her. And that's what we have to do, man. Sometimes we forgive our friends before we'll forgive our family members. You know what I'm saying? I know sometimes it's hard, man, pick up that phone, they don't answer, but bro, it's hard out there. It is hard. Everything is high, everything, and people are truly struggling, but that don't mean that they don't love you. That doesn't mean that they don't love you. Because in the end, we got to look in the mirror. We put ourselves here because of selfish acts and selfish deeds, man. I'm telling you, man, I ain't never had a speeding ticket. I ain't never drunk a beer. Never smoked a cigarette in my life. One temper tantrum. Because I didn't know how to communicate. A lot of times, men, we angry, dog. We angry at a lot of things, but we raised to be tough. Stop crying, boy. Suck it up. I don't want to hear that junk. We don't want to hear. Don't come to me crying with that stuff. What you mean? Suck it up, man. But see, that's the same thing that we just let it build in. They call that the volcano, man. I had to go to anger management for 3 years, man. 3 years. I'm arguing with the lady every week. It's like me and her in the class. But I had to see myself, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we let it build, and we have a big explosion. And that's what happened to me. So you don't have to do that. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, bro, that offended me when you said that. You understand what I'm saying? How he responds lets you know how he feel about you. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to release yourself from certain people. It's nothing wrong with that. That doesn't mean you have to hate them or despise them or dislike them. But the point is, if some people in your life for certain times, certain meanings. You know what I'm saying? But strengthen yourself, man. The strength comes within. It's the mindset, man. Just like this man say, the bro say he took $3,000 from this place, but his plan was in motion before he left here. It ain't gonna happen once you get home. A lot of things gonna go fast, man. You know, and my story, man, I done 18 years, man. My last year I had spinal surgery. You know, in prison, you know how the medical is. Your leg broke, what they tell you to do? Drink water. Ibuprofen and drink water. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And it took them years and years to find out, but when they finally done the MRI, I had emergency surgery. You see me a little wobbly as I stand here. I had surgery on my spine, man. I got the way I couldn't walk, man, to sit down in that wheelchair. After I done 8, at the time I done 17 years, I finna go home in a year, and I'm going home to my family like this. It took me, I just stopped crying 3 months ago when I go in the bathroom by myself, because that's the only time you're really alone. And I cry because of the fight that I had to get to where I'm at today. You know what I'm saying? It's just to sit there, man, and sit in a wheelchair, man, and just watch people run and play basketball, the simple things. Y'all, you guys are healthy, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we as men, I was riding with my cousin the other day, he tells me, he complaining, talking about a job. I said, man, why don't you go stay at the auntie house, man, and you can walk right here to the day labor? Yeah, man. I said, bro, you healthy, man. I can't work. I'll do anything in the world to work and come out here and beat one of y'all in basketball. Y'all don't believe that, though. And you better be glad there ain't no handball court out here. Okay. But what I can do is get on that chessboard. And the one thing I always had was my mind. And that's where the victory that is in your mind, man. Make up your mind, man. You have to be tunnel vision. Y'all seen Biker Boys? Man, when he get to the finish line, there ain't nothing there. He ain't racing nobody. Straight tunnel vision. And that's what you got to be, man. You got to do what's best for you. It's gonna be times, man, right? I got 3 kids, I love them to death. The reason why certain people was able to do it, I turned my back to people in prison and walked away from things because I love my children. Right now, 2 of them, I don't even, it's in a bad place right now. Because of me, loving me. Because if I'm in a bad place, I can't do nothing for them. Now, they'll understand. You understand what I'm saying? They'll understand. But you have to do it. We love them, man. We do love them, and we want to save the world. You cannot save the world walking out these gates. Like this man say, when he first came home, he didn't have nowhere for them to come spend time with Papa. He going home. Think about the humbleness and our pride. That's a big thing with us, brother, our pride. That man was sleeping on his son's couch. His son's couch. But he didn't get tunnel vision. He done it one step at a time, and that's what you gotta do. One step in front of, just like every day in here, man. Some of you guys go to furlough. Let's say the guy make you mad on Wednesday. You wanna pop, he deserved to be popped upside his head. All your raising told you pop him upside his head. But you think, man, bump him, man. My old lady gonna be here Saturday morning, man. You know it's gonna be happening about 12 o'clock Saturday. You gonna get that up for him? Who is him? Think about what these people, what someone mean to you in your life, and when you go to checking off all your mothers and fathers and children and grandchildren, his name's so far on the list, who is him? You know, sometimes you have to be blunt. I used to tell a man in prison, you know, they get mad at you. You know, we got friends, we create friends in here. And you know, and they say, they get angry with you. I said, bro, I done 17 years before I met you. I mean, that's harsh, but that's the truth. I would rather for us to get along. And it's gonna be things like that in when you go home, sometimes amongst family members, but you got to stay focused, man. Just like this man said, man, everybody wanna come to Papa's house now. And you could be that same person, man. God bless y'all.
Let's see, I'll try to get